What's going on, everybody? Alex here, Nickens Lawn and Landscape. In today's video, I'm going to give you a quick update on one of our trucks and just go over some plans we have with this guy here. If you've been following us for a while, you know this is one of our main trucks. This is one that we use pretty much daily throughout the summer. The bed was getting a little ugly. I really wanted it to look better, be more presentable. It's going to be one of our big focuses in 2020 is just the way that we look to outside people. So presentation is going to be big for us this year, and this bed was just, simply put, it was ugly. So what we did here was took a wire wheel to where it needed it. Up here we just took regular sandpaper and sanded it. We've got that really smooth. Everything is really nice and prepped for paint there, but all this stuff back here was just bad. I'll try to find a picture, I'll try to dig one up here. But it was just really ugly, and once we started taking the wire wheel to it, it all just came off pretty easily. So for those of you guys that don't know what a wire wheel is, this is what you're looking at here. Two of those, look at this one. That one's got pretty much nothing left to it. All the wire in that wheel is basically gone. But that's what it's supposed to look like when it's new. And that's what it looks like after you do an entire dump bed. But anyway, we didn't go too crazy on the inside. We did scuff all the inside, and we will be painting that. But we didn't go too crazy. Didn't try to get it down to bare metal or anything there, because it's just going to get scratched up and tore up. But all of this stuff we were able to get pretty much down to bare metal. Some of that is the old primer on there, that reddish tint that you see. But we got her down and got it pretty much ready to go. And we are going to be doing something a little bit different on this one than we have on our other trucks in the past. So typically our next step would be to get a gallon of paint, which we have right here, and we would just roll it on. But I'm stepping up our game, or we're stepping up our game. Nick and I decided that we wanted to spray this one. So this is what we're using to get this guy painted up. We bought a gun here from Harbor Freight. I actually bought this guy up in Michigan whenever I was visiting Mr. Alex Leica. But we bought that, and then here we've got our primer. We got our paint. Then we got our thinner, our reducer. I didn't buy any hardener. Let me know down in the comments, because I'm still going to have probably a day or two before I do this, so I can still go get the hardener. Let me know in the comments if I should use the hardener, guys. I have not sprayed in a long time. My dad was a painter, and I did some painting whenever I was younger, but that has been a long time ago. So basically, rookie here, and I've never mixed the paint, or at least mixed it with my own input, maybe what Dad told me to mix up or whatever. But we were gonna go white. That's what we bought originally, and then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, man, if we're gonna go this far with it, we might as well, if we're ever going to, now's the time to change it. Black is a lot easier to maintain, so I decided, and keep looking clean, of course. So I went with the black there. Some people are gonna say that black is harder to keep clean, but when you're talking about a dump bed, guys, I'm not talking about it being polished and shiny new all the time. I'm talking from 10-15 foot away. I want it to look good, look clean, look solid, not all rusty and stuff. And with the white, as soon as you get one spot of rust, it starts running down, and it just looks terrible, like this bed did before. So if you guys remember what this guy looked like, she was ugly. But anyway, this is what we're going with. And if I remember right, I have a receipt here that's got some of the prices on it. Let's see here. Okay, so the paint itself, this black gallon was $29. The primer, this little guy here, the quart, was $16.99. And then, oh yeah, here's the wire wheels. The wire wheels were $16 a piece. And then this guy, this was on a different receipt because we bought this and that white gallon together. I think that was either $10 or $15. So you do the math, but not a ton of money in this. And then this was probably, I don't know, 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I don't remember exactly what that was, but not a lot of money in it. It took us about 12 hours to do this whole bed like this, which to some people, they're never gonna spend that much time to prep it. But if you want it to last, you want it to be decent, that's pretty much what it takes. So 12 hours, a few bucks, and then we're gonna have time in it to paint it, of course. But all in all, not really too much into it, and it's really gonna change the look of this truck. Other than the bed, this truck is really nice, very presentable. It looks really nice. It's got 290,000 miles on it, but it still runs perfect. Everything works just like it should. No check engine light, no warning lights, nothing like that. So we're gonna keep running it for now. We may actually end up selling this guy this year, but for now, that's what we got. And I bought this too from Harbor Freight. This is something that you definitely don't have to have, but it's something that someone mentioned to me, and I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna do that. So what it is a 10 by 17, and it's basically a portable carport. So you can set it up, take it down, whatever you want to do. It goes up really easily and comes back down really easily. So this is going to be my paint booth, because I don't want to get paint all over all my stuff. So we're gonna set this up in the garage. I'm gonna crank the heat up in here, or in the shop. I'm gonna crank the heat up in here, and we should have a really good little paint booth going on. And then, like I said, main thing is I don't want to get paint everywhere, but we'll be able to keep it clean in there and be able to do the best job we can, or the best job that we're able to do given our situation. So like I said, most of it, we just took it down to the bare metal, or as close to it as we could. But this front part here, there was a few parts over in the corner down here that were pretty bad. I wire wheeled some of that. But for the most part, it was just little nicks and stuff. So for all that, we just sanded it down. I want to say we used like a 120 grit, something along those lines. And again, that was a Harbor Freight sander. I think I got that over here somewhere too. But that works really good. That area is super smooth. Yeah, it's not in here. I don't know where the sander is. But that headache part is super smooth, ready to be painted. And then now it's basically got a good coat of primer. There is our sander. Little guy. Oh, and definitely wear these shields if you're using a wire wheel. Definitely. Again, these are Harbor Freight guys here. These are super cheap, and it covers everything. I mean, it goes back to your ears and covers all the way past your chin. You definitely need one of these. I cannot count the number of these. All these wires flew off at some point, and I can't, probably 15 or 20 times I had one smack off the shield. So even if you're wearing safety glasses, you still need to be wearing a shield for sure. But this is the sander that we used, Chicago Electric, and it worked excellent. Just use a sticky piece of sandpaper there, slap it on, and go to town. It's got this little dust catcher, which works a little bit. Doesn't work perfectly, definitely doesn't work perfectly, but all in all, it works pretty good. And I think I'm gonna end up wire wheeling all this back part here, everything back here with the hitch and the D-rings and all that, and I'm gonna paint that as well. So get this truck looking good, looking presentable. And it's just something that really, when you're running them every day like we do, it's just something you're gonna have to do every few years, no matter how nice your bed is when you get it. Even if it's brand new, eventually you're gonna have to touch it up. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, guys and girls, that's all we got for this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. In the next video, we will probably be painting this guy. We're gonna go through that whole process with you guys too. But I just wanted to do a quick update, show you guys what it looks like now and kind of how we got to this point. So I know a lot of you guys, whenever we painted our last bed, we had a lot of interest in it and how we did it and everything like that. So I definitely wanted to post this video and just let you know what we're doing a little bit different this time around, and we'll see how it works out. Rolling on the paint in the past has worked well, but I think we'll get a little bit better adhesion and probably more longevity out of this paint job if we spray it. So like I said, that is where we're at, and I just wanted to make this video to show you guys how we got to this point and to basically be the first step in this process. So like I said, next video we'll be painting this bad boy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any tips, be sure to leave those down in the comments, and if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss this stuff. I'll see you in the next one.